So several years ago, I couldn't have even imagined myself being on a stage like this in front of amazing beings of light that are incredible people with such amazing consciousness like yourselves. So today, I'm here to talk to you about playing with unlimited possibility. Because when we can actually see and visualize and feel what it is that we're wanting to create, we allow ourselves to play with the universe and create miracles and magic and transformation and live in alignment with our soul and what it is that we're here to do. So I'm Cameo Gore. I'm a transformational leader, coach, and speaker. And several short years ago, I left a corporate position at the top of the ladder in healthcare. I was the director of surgical services and served a pediatric at-risk population in Oakland, California. I'm a trained OR nurse, and I've seen more trauma than anyone can understand. And understanding what it was for me that wasn't working, and being able to walk away from a dream that I once had that looked successful, that was important, that was multiple six figures, where I was really honestly renowned for doing what I was doing and how I was helping people successfully navigate unions and traumas and, life or death. It was important, but it wasn't working for me anymore. And the longer I tried to push through it, the more difficult it became. But I didn't really certainly didn't see myself here. I didn't really see what all the possibilities could be, but yet I could feel this expansion in my heart. And I knew when I connected in that place that the possibilities then began to open up. So I asked for that, and I connected with that. And I felt really inspired to move in that direction and to continue going. And the more I went in that direction, all of the old intuitive stuff that I closed off as a child began coming back in. To the point where Archangel Michael would walk down the hospital hallway with me as I was going into big, scary meetings with union bosses. And I felt a new layer of protection come in support of the mission that I'm actually here to live. And the box that I was living in that hospital, it's not that it was the wrong box, it was that my lid had boiled off the top and it was ready to go somewhere else and rise into new dimensions. And so staying in that space was a complete disservice to me, my divine blueprint, why I'm here, and it was a complete disservice also for the people there, even though I was well-liked and respected, and also for the new tribe that I have gathered since I've left, which are actually now more in alignment with my truth than I've ever been able to even comprehend. I still can't even comprehend it. But it all came from this connection of knowing what was for me and connecting on that deep level in my heart and knowing and trusting. And I believe that when we're in alignment with our truth and our vision and our heart, I actually see this energetically in so many people. I can see chakras, and it just lines up. And when we are lined up, we are magnetic. And when we are magnetic, we are manifestors. And when we are manifestors, we remove obstacles, and there's actually nothing that gets in the way of our desire because the desire was already there, and it's already there. We were just living in the illusion. So when we're in this space, it's so fun because we can be free. We can be anything we want to be. We can be on a stage. We can be leading transformational retreats like I do now. We can be supporting other light workers that are out in the world to build their businesses and to make a massive impact in this world because it is that crucial. None of us are called here by accident. We're not here for any just reason. We're here because this is our blueprint of why God, source, energy has called you to this planet, because you have a very specific mission and message and story that only you can create that transformation in other people. Only you. And so I can already hear, because I've been through this and I can actually hear it going on, is that there's some resistance there because sometimes we go into the space and we're like, wow, really? I really don't feel like I'm that worthy. And I'll take you back into a little bit of a story about being raised in an addicted household with a father that wasn't available and never saw me. And into the space of having to be the parent, but well before I was even ready to even understand that role, which now I have 2 children, and it's like, wow. But, at that point in time, I didn't know that was dysfunctional. So healing all of those layers of dysfunction that most people that I know have, right? Because that's part of the human experience. That's what we're here to do, is to heal and then share. That's part of what all of us are here to then go out into the world and make this ripple effect that goes off into infinity, and that moves things beyond, and that actually other universes can then come in and even say, wow, look at what they're doing. And I can feel that so deeply. But the message is that we can't stay stuck in what is now, because all we're seeing is limitation. It's that we can consistently move beyond that and see what we actually want to create. And this is the vision. This is the vision. And the vision is actually bigger than any of us can see. And isn't that amazing to know that we're a part of this matrix? Isn't it amazing to know that we are a part of this energy that is creating this change? And it feels so good. And I never had this feeling necessarily where I was before at the top of the ladder in corporate. And I walked away from all of that with people saying, you're crazy. And I did it anyway because of the support that I felt from my invisible posse, right? I turned them back on and I asked them to come play with me. I asked them to hold my hand. I asked them to show up. And then I showed up. See, because you can ask for all the support in the universe and all the support in the world, but if you're not taking action to actually grow your vision into something that's tangible, that does require consistent, inspired action, and that's where we mostly get caught because we're living in resistance because we're human. It's kind of dense. But, the real honest truth is that when we just make the simple commitment that I am going to show up, whether I feel like it or not, I'm going to show up and take action and invest and do the things that I know are going to make an impact in my business and in my life, with my family, and also on this planet. And we do it consistently. There's no way we can fail. Because some of us are still living in this illusion that, wow, maybe my vision is too big and maybe I can't actually make it happen. But if you knew what you have here to support you as far as the seen, the unseen, and the matrix of the universe that's already lining up for each and every being in this area right now, in this space, you'll know how amazingly supported you are on your mission to create this change.